All right, we back. My expert opinion, the greatest show in the world. Come on, y'all falling off already. Yo, go, let's try this again. All right, we back. My expert opinion, the greatest show in the world. Still a fact though. Hit that like, hit that share, let everybody know.
MECC's a hater.
MECC's a hater. You say it, right?
Waiting for my part.
You say it, right?
Waiting for my part.
Say it.
I'm waiting for my
Wow,
part.
why you didn't say it?
I say this part.
You say this part.
I say this part. They
Why not
handle
say
world.
both, though?
They handle world. I do the.
They do that too.
We supposed to all say
We
that.
all supposed
No, when
to
I was
say
the
it.
echo effect, you the producer.
Yeah.
You got that shit on
You gotta
smash.
bring it high and low.
You got that shit on smash.
All right, hit that like, hit that share, let everybody know you in here. Of course, you know paper unless you's a mother. Hater.
All right, now see, I don't want to get involved in that. Just stuff like that freaks me out.
MECC try to flex his authority. I don't have to say it, just the rest of y'all.
Yeah, here you
Just
go.
the rest of y'all.
There you go.
I want to start this off with saying rest in peace. Matter of fact, MECC is probably someone you had a relationship with.
Who passed?
Weren't you just at a memorial event the other night?
Oh, yeah, we did that. We did that before. We shouted him out the day he passed.
Okay.
Remember? I thought it was somebody new. That's what you scared the shit out of me just now.
No. Okay.
Jesus Christ. No. Yeah, absolutely. Dave Jolicoeur, a.k.a. Plug 2, a.k.a. The Dove, a.k.a. 1/3 of the group De La Soul. Their catalog just went viral, just came online last night. They won the rights to their shit. God bless De La Soul.
God bless. And on another note, I want to say thank you for subscribing. Sean Bigger, man of God, how you doing, sir?
Peace, brother.
Call me a
Appreciate the pause. I was just joking with you, man. Come on now.
He was just joking with me. I ain't a hater. He know.
Yeah, we know you're not a hater.
That face. You know I can see you.
I was looking at the camera, man. They can't see you when I do that.
I can see.
But they can't see you when
I can see you when you do that shit.
Yo, shout out to my man Nuo in the building. Nuo, what's good, man?
Chilling. What's up?
I almost thought we had a double feature tonight, bro.
Okay.
Happens.
I'm gonna leave it alone, but you look just like a rapper from the Midwest.
Listen, yeah, leave that
You look just like a rapper from the Midwest. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it. He said it. He said Tech 9. You know what I mean? You be the judge. Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. I know some of y'all was like, finally, we got
Tech 9 in the building. No, if this gets to him, Tech, please pull up.
Yes, definitely. We would love
to have
that. Would be so awesome. So awesome. Splat.
We in the building.
In the building.
That's right.
Rich Dropout. I like that hat.
It's my brother's shit.
Yeah, I need one of those.
My man's.
I need one of those.
What color?
I'm also part of the club.
I got you, bro.
Champ.
Yo, what's good, man?
You ain't the champ tonight, nigga.
I'm not. I'm absolutely not. And I'm not gonna even sit here and act like, you know, I'm the toughest guy in the world. You know, listen, I'm sitting next to somebody that I don't want no problems, man.
First of all, in the shop, you like the fourth toughest.
No.
You like the fourth.
That's to be debated. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yo.
But everything is good. Everything is love. I want to shout out my man Manifest back there. My man, the real Manifest.
Salute.
My boy Nuo, of course. This dope ass jacket, vintage. Pause. Yo, yeah, you got to see the behind. No freaky.
No freaky.
They said it. No freaky. You see
Can we
that?
show that? It's like titties on the back.
Let me see. Yeah. Like titties.
It's almost covered.
It's almost covered. Yeah. But this jacket is fire. Thank you. Appreciate it. These are like one-on-ones. He got it. Was only like what 500. I
got one too, right? Yeah. I got one too.
Yeah, you got one over there too, a red one.
Why y'all brought me to see this? The whole gang shit.
Gang members, Bloods and Crips.
Shit is crazy.
Flyers, man.
See, look,
You got the Come
Mine
on.
the fire.
And you got your name on the sleeve. Now I feel
fire.
disrespected. But
Yeah,
I
this is
totally
fire.
understand.
He did his thing.
I want to say,
Fire.
for like 2,000 years, boxing has been one of the sports that's caused the masses to congregate. It's been some of the greatest people in the world have come out of the sport of boxing. Testimonies of their character, their dedication, shows. And then came along MMA. And we were like, oh shit, that's another level. They doing some other shit. It's bloody. We were missing that in boxing. You know, we had champions that were very good at beating people, but not beating people up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But now there's something brand new. Brand new. Bare knuckle boxing. We back to throwing knees. Like Craig's Pops. Put them up. Put them up. And tonight, we got the LeBron of this shit in the building. Undefeated. The champion. Lorenzo Hunt. Juggernaut is in the building.
Thanks for having me. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out.
Thank you,
I appreciate you, man, for having me on.
Appreciate you.
Especially this kid right here, new old man. Y'all showing me love.
Yeah.
Iggy Cotty been supporting me the whole time, making me a known face out here in New York with y'all.
That's dope.
But yeah, you're right. Bare knuckle is something different.
It's something different.
Yeah, I'm not undefeated, but you know, everybody got a learning curve, you know, so I like to take that on the chin, literally. Nobody's perfect, but I took that loss and I made it into something great. But,
Was that before? Because you're
No,
10,
no.
You're 10, 1, and 0.
I'm 10-1-0, so that means I lost once. So 10 wins, 1 loss, no draws.
Oh, okay, cool. 10 and 1.
No draws, literally. Took my draws off.
I don't know if you know where you at, saying shit like that. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? What do y'all niggas up, bro? Yo, if y'all don't pause them, y'all pussy. I'm not pausing them. Y'all pause them, y'all pussy. That's a pause, bro. That's a pause. You gotta do it nicely. That was a pause.
Man, real man don't gotta say no homo.
Nah, I get it. We don't say no homo, we say pause. But
When he said,
right.
looking on the chin, I was looking at I'm sitting right next to him. I'm gonna be the first one to get it. I ain't saying shit. I'm gonna get that fucking right hook. I'm good.
Now, how long you been fighting?
Oh my God, I've been fighting a long time. I started out doing like Kempo karate as a kid. I did Taekwondo as a kid, high level Taekwondo back before they took it out the Olympics. I did some light boxing. I got into MMA a little later in my life, but I did my thing in that too. I was still knocking people out. Then Bare Knuckle gave me a call. So I literally been in combat sports at least 20 years.
20 years.
At least. I
20.
literally like to say I've been kicking ass since Voltron. But I'm
All right.
most of the people I'm fighting don't even know who
Voltron is, yeah.
So you in trouble.
Yeah, you gotta tell them the Megazord's father.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about
the father
what
of the
I'm doing
Megazord,
now.
Voltron.
They my
That's-
oldest Power Rangers, but we've been around.
Right.
So yeah, what I'm doing to these boys, they don't have no answer for it. All they can do is be in denial. They can say it's luck. They can say it's this, that, and the other. I got 9 knockouts in a row. If I'm lucky, so is Steph Curry. When I
Right.
shoot.
Right.
Like, there ain't nothing lucky about
9 knockouts in a row.
Yeah, ain't nothing
You know what I
lucky
mean?
about that. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
ain't nobody going to Vegas and hit that 9 times.
Right.
Nobody. They gonna arrest you. They gonna arrest you if that happens. But all right. So where did the fight come from? Because most people, they either got family members that were fighters, or they had rough upbringings. Like, where does it come from?
I don't know. I can't really put a thumb on it because I never really actually liked fighting. I don't know who liked fighting. I won't even claim that,
Right.
But I am the run of my family. All my family, big boys, big boys. I'm like lightweight, the smallest. And my dad got 5 sisters, and they all got about 5 sons apiece. And don't none of them like light skinned.
That's some bullshit.
You know, it's bullshit, but it's true.
So now we know where it came from.
So yeah, I've been fighting my whole life. Yeah. So it came natural to me, you know. I had to get them off me. And,
Were you the only one in the family that was into
martial arts? And no, I got a cousin. My cousin, little Duro, actually was a black belt. We grew up, you know. He a few years older than me, and my uncle's a black belt. My dad did martial arts, so we a family of fighters. I got some high level athletes. Kareem Hunt actually played for the Browns. Is my little cousin. He grew up doing the same thing that I'm doing in the same house that I grew up in. I got some basketball players in my family, some big boys. So we definitely high level athletes. You know what I mean? Always have been. The rest of us got cases and high level athletes in jail. Still high level athletes. Still in the A League.
Right.
It is what it is. We give them their props.
How did you manage to avoid getting locked up? It seems like a lot of opportunity for a kid who's good with his hands, coming from a family full of fighters. A lot of opportunity, especially in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm in Ohio.
Right, but
I'm in Florida now. I grew up in Cleveland, and I never said I avoided it. I probably spent a third of my life in jail, in and out of foster care, in and out of juvenile detention centers, in and out of prison. I've been where the worst go. So when people look at me and they say, he's scared. What is you talking about?
Right.
He's scared. He nothing. He's faking. You just don't know what you don't know. I've been where the worst go. I survived where the worst go. I told them on camera, I've been to hell and back. I brought something back for me. Want to see? It's hot, but I'll let you see it. And you can't measure my strength because you ain't been through what I've been through. That's how I do them. I do them dirty.
Wow.
So where did the name Juggernaut come from?
Big head boy. Big head boy. I'm just a big head boy. Everything I did, you know, I use my head. Go forward, you know what I'm saying? I did gymnastics, I did a little football, I did a little bit of everything. And I lean that head forward, I run you over. So it was either that, I had a few nicknames. It was Fat Daddy, Juggernaut, and Red Ranger.
You said what?
Fat Daddy.
Oh.
I was a big I was a big kid. I was a big kid. Shit. When I was 19, I was 205. I was 188, a freshman in high school.
That's crazy.
I used to play middle linebacker. I was killing them. I was a big baby Huey ass, thick little kid. And then I just grew into it. Never really got into drugs, never really got into alcohol, just stayed on it, stayed tight. I am what I am.
these two things don't mix.
What?
Yeah.
I've heard a kid with crazy curriculars, crazy after school activities, heavily influenced into like sports, all the things they say you should get a kid into to keep them out of the
Family members
streets.
already getting money
Mad
in there.
family members.
Right.
Family, it sounds like family support. Sounds like they would jump in and support you because they're all doing it. And then I hear foster kid, and then I hear the prison system. Like, how did that happen?
Well, I learned I figured out that, you know, and each man got to figure out on his own that we all got multiple people inside of us thinking they running the show. There was at one time, there was a enemy in me. This nigga would do shit, get in trouble, try shit, try everything and then I would get in trouble, the good me. And I'll be sitting in there writing poems and working on myself and challenging myself. He never did a day. I get out and here come this asshole doing weird, wild shit. It wasn't nothing really like family influence. I mean, everybody got a choice.
Right.
Like, you know, 80s baby. So we talking a lot of drugs, a lot of crack, a lot of craziness, a lot of missteps, a lot of gaps. We talking about family members in and out of prison. You know what I mean? We talking about, you know, I get all of it. You know, you get a little bit of all of it. And no success story is truly about success. It's about leaping over failures.
What you overcame.
Yeah, it's about leaping. It's a failure story.
Right.
How many failures I stepped over. So yeah, I mean, we lost some. We tried again. We get second life, third life. We get to get it right.
Facts.
But I figured out, me personally, you know, that I was my own worst enemy. Once I figured that out, I knew who to fight. Once I whooped his ass, I can whoop everybody's ass. So Once I sat him down, once I knocked him out, yeah. So yeah, like that other me, and he ain't dead. Every once in a while he come out. I let him out in the ring.
You're sleeping dragon.
Yeah. He get a little bit, I get a little bit. I get to be me. I raise my kids. I got kids. I got a family. I got a wife. I got, you know what I mean? I get to be cool and nice and smile. Yeah. And then there's, you know, the other one, the mayhem, the monster, the Juggernaut. The one who protects me. He get to have some fun. Long as we in accordance, we on the same page. Right. We can coexist. But before, there was no place in this world. There was no place in this world for him, for that kind of power, for that kind of energy, for that kind of fearlessness. Nowhere but hell or jail. I've been a little bit of both.
What were the charges?
Aggravated robbery, felonious assault. I can run the list. Yeah, I can run the list. But I'll say that time of my life, I wasn't truly guilty and I wasn't truly innocent. And I don't know if y'all ever understood how you can have peers,
I understand,
people,
I
and
understand
situations and people who guide you and they make you think that what's wrong is all right.
Right.
And as a child, as an influenceable person on this earth, surrounded by peers who don't know right from wrong, then you start to think that wrong is right.
Right.
You start to think that right is wrong.
Right.
And so I sat there for a while, not having the excuses that everybody else had, having a mom and dad, having those situations, having money, and still winding up where the other dudes went.
Facts.
So what the hell is going on with me? I'm smart. I went to college. I graduated. I got good sense. What the hell am I sitting here for?
Right.
I figured it out. And now I'm above the influence. I'm above peer pressure. I'm above family influence. I'm above all of that shit. I walk my own walk. I talk my own talk. I do exactly what I want to do every single day. Every day when I wake up, nobody don't have no say-so over me. And that's how I live my life. And it works.
And it works.
It works.
It works.
It's a success.
It works.
Now I gotta say this because I know me and you are the same age. So when you speak about prison and fighting your own worst enemy, which is you, I understand that because I sat in solitary confinement for like 2 years straight, and I was literally going through like mental health issues, like where they wanted to pill me up and all that, but I wasn't with it. And at that time is when I would literally talk to myself. Be walking back and forth in the cell like, yo, what you doing? What's wrong with you? Yo, ain't nothing wrong with me, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like you go through these mental dilemmas not understanding where to put your finger on the pulse at. Where does it begin?
Right.
And then you get it after the fact because prison is just a setting where you're away from everything that you have to hold responsible.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get to the town is the true test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, he's the age he is, I'm the age I am, and I got it late. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens as you grow and you start to understand and defeat the enemy within you. Now you get it, and the path just opens up for you.
Right. Now, was it gang association?
No, actually, like I said, with a family as big as mine, shit, I don't need no gang.
Right.
I had a family of, and it shows, you know what I mean? It's probably maybe 3 survivors of a 50 piece. You know what I mean? 50 of us. Like it's maybe 3, 4, 5 of us left. Everybody doing life sentences, everybody locked up under the jail, everybody gone, everybody dead, it's a few of us left to tell the story.
What area of Cleveland is this?
50 of us. So I get to claim it all, you know what I mean?
Where
I get
Bone
to claim
Thugs
it all.
from?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, I get to claim East 99, I get to claim 71st, Huff area, all the way down the way, DTW. Yeah, I couldn't have been in the gang with as many families everywhere as we was. We was everywhere.
You know Bone Thugs?
I've met them before, but you know, yeah, same area, same. They a little older than me, but they're like, you know, my older cousin.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
same area.
But
you
yeah,
from,
same
yeah.
area.
Because I know they area
St.
where they
Clair,
come from.
St.
Really
St.
tough.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
really tough. Yeah.
I was telling them when we was walking today, like, shit, this reminds me of home. I'm ready to go. I don't really go back to Cleveland. Ain't nothing there for me. I ain't really got no happy stories. People be claiming streets that never did them right. Not me. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, where my life went right.
So you kind of like LeBron for real. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean,
left
whatever. Like,
Cleveland.
bro, whatever. That don't bother me at all. Like, I don't have no affiliation to nothing that don't affiliate with me. I ain't never got nothing out of there but jail, hell, crack, drugs, nonsense. So what I'm holding on to it for?
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, I still have some family there and they still struggling. And they're invited to Florida. They're invited. It's an open invitation.
Right.
I gotta go to a funeral tomorrow.
Right.
Drug overdose.
God
Cousin
bless.
Mark.
Yeah, I got to go to a funeral tomorrow.
I go to the funeral tomorrow.
So
I don't even like to go back to funerals. But I gotta go, you know, family.
yeah.
You know, yeah, but I don't know if y'all can tell, I don't really talk about that much. I like to keep it on the up and up, but yeah, it's real. I'm a real person. And like I said, they can't measure my strength. They can't measure what I've been through. They know nothing about me. And so, you know, you might look at me and you might be like, yeah, he's phony, he's fake, he can't be real.
It's the glasses.
Oh, I'm real.
It's the glasses.
Oh no, it's every day. Like, I just put these on today.
Yeah.
It's every day. It ain't the glasses. Like people, you know, people have their own mind made up about you.
Because they see who you are now. They don't know
that
where
might
you
get
came
you.
from.
That might get you hurt.
Yeah, because once that bell go off, you on them. You on them. It looks a little scary. Your last joint, that looked a little scary, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Have you seen
Yo,
it?
bro, that last joint.
Did you see it?
Homie.
No.
You
It did, bro.
you
It
didn't
happened
see
so
it?
fast. It didn't even look like he did it.
bro.
Why's everybody yelling at me?
Mr. Movie. You didn't see the Black Panther when it came out. Bro, you
Yelling at me. Jesus Christ.
You ain't hear when Angela Bassett told him, show him who you are.
Facts.
I had to get up and show him who I was, man.
But give him the context of what was happening in that fight.
So in that
And who
fight
it was.
with Mike Richmond, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something that I figured out. At this level, as good as I am, I'm creating panic. And now it's forcing people to try to cheat. It's forcing people to go behind your back, go under the table, maybe try to poison you. I'm scared to drink the water. I'm scared to, you know what I'm saying? I have to be paranoid.
Is
when
that
I walk
something
up in
that
there.
you know that happens? Because, we
It's
hear
not
these
something
things.
that I can prove, but I've seen things that don't make sense. And that's all I need.
Yeah.
See, because it's all about, safety first. So if I got to bring my own water, I'll bring my own water. If I got to bring my own food, I'll bring my own food. If everything got to be sealed, it got to be sealed. I don't trust nobody. Don't even touch me. Don't even shake my hand before the fight.
Right.
There's too much money to be left to chance.
Yeah.
Somebody get rich if I fall. So if you shake my hand and poison me or put something in my water, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they? So yeah, I gotta be paranoid. I'm paranoid as hell. I'm paranoid as hell. But I know if I make it to that ring and I'm me, I got my best chance on earth.
So is your family in your camp?
Everybody, yes.
Everybody,
All family around me all the time, protecting me, watching me, eyes on everything. They don't blink. Family.
That's kind of scary thinking that somebody could shake your hand and poison you.
Yeah, shake your hand and how you dizzy.
That human trafficking shit.
Yeah,
You hear about that human trafficking shit where there's women that touch their
wipe
doorknob
something on you,
Or give you, or
Yeah,
hang you a
anything.
drink, or
Like
hang you a cup of
fentanyl,
coffee,
any
or
of that.
hug you, or say, take a picture with me,
swap your
child.
water.
Anything, anything. And if you're not thinking that way, then you crazy. If you're not thinking that way, then you definitely crazy.
Now against Richmond. All right, so you get knocked down.
That's the most impressive part.
That's crazy.
Knocked down.
You
that's
was
what we're going through
legit
the
rocked
whole
you,
process,
caught you a couple
bro.
of times. You was landing some decent body shots.
What was in
He
your
got you
mind? Because
down.
you had that look like, oh, all right. You had that look.
Yeah,
like,
when he was on the ground, he
like,
was
word.
okay.
Watch this.
This what we doing?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
It's cinematic, bro.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that everybody feels that way, even though I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way.
Right.
I don't respect it. I don't expect it. I don't slip, fall, stumble. I don't really make mistakes in the ring. I'm a professional. It's entertaining to people because they never seen me slip or stumble, because I make it look so easy, which is kind of sad that you need to see me challenged, so to speak. I believe that Mike Richmond sharpened his fingernails and stuck me in my eyes. Now here's a story for you. I'm in the ring, both my eyes, I can't see nothing. I fought that man without sight, on faith. I couldn't see him. For 40 whole seconds of the match, I couldn't see him. The first time I could see him again, after I had tightened him up in the beginning, he jumped and stuck his thumb straight in my eye and scratched me across my cornea. I couldn't see him at all. I start wiping at my eye, and he knows I can't see him. He come in like a dog. He hit me, boom. He's striking me, bam. I can't even see where the punch is coming from. I'm still working. I never faltered, never hesitated, never thought for 1 second that God forsaken me or that my vision wouldn't come back eventually. I just had to take it. So I took it. And when he hit me, I could see him again.
So not only could he see him again.
So I could see him again. When I got up, when I shook my head like this,
Y'all put your hands
I
up.
can see you now. And I walked right over there and knocked his ass out because I can see you now. We would have been done if I could see him. I just couldn't see him. People want to be like, oh yeah, he was winning the whole fight. That was the first round.
Yep.
The first
I didn't
round.
just bring one of them punches with me. I had a bunch of them. The clip was loaded, but he could only take one.
Right.
But it wasn't even a fight for me for real. The fight was having faith that my vision would come back.
How soon in the match did you feel like he stuck you in?
You can see it actually. Even if you watch me when I knock him out, the first thing they show is the doctor's checking both my eyes. And I'm standing there, the doctor's looking at my eyes because even the doctor saw it, the referee saw it. They said, keep your hands down, keep your fingers down, keep your fingers down. They was telling them, they saw when he got me. They saw me struggling to see. The doctors and the referee, everybody saw. But I'm just fighting. I'm trying to make it work. And he's doing like a tiger. Yay. Cut me across my eye right here, cut me across my eye right here. Them ain't punches.
Yeah, because the scratching each other. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, them was scratches.
There's a scratch on his
Them wasn't
cheek.
punches, them was scratches.
So that was
I
the
don't come
tactic
from
he was
It was
using.
a tactic. I'm telling you that the type of winning that I'm doing, the type of dominance that I'm showing is creating panic.
Right.
It's creating panic. I'm the double world champ in this organization. I got the most wins, the most knockouts in history.
Right.
They starting to panic.
They don't stop. Any other sport, eye poke, they stop everything.
It's just happening so fast.
MMA, if the ref sees you get your eye poked, he stops.
It was just happening so fast.
Could you call like a timeout?
Maybe.
I'm stuck in
Punches
the eye.
are swinging though.
Yeah.
And I can't see. I could say, hey, wait, he poked me and still get popped.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just on my D trying to kind of guesstimate. And I kind of did good. If you watch the video, I'm kind of still slipping punches and shit.
Yeah.
He's throwing and I'm still kind of blocking and slipping and time is running. Then when he started going to the body, he was actually getting me good because I can't see.
Yeah.
Usually you never see nobody land them kind of shots on me, ever. And that's why everybody was so entertained. They like, oh my God, somebody finally can hit him. Somebody finally can touch him.
Yeah.
But I've been fighting since the 90s. It's not luck that they don't do well against me. I'm good. They just don't want to accept that. And so even when he hit me, I mean, I'm not a soft body dude. You can hit me. It ain't going to kill me. I just had to weather the storm. And faith of a mustard seed, like I say, I'll take it. I'd have took it all the way out the round. But when I could see him, you saw the first thing I did as soon as I could see him, I landed a perfect shot.
That shit was,
It was so quick.
perfection,
It almost looked like he stood in front of you and then
from
just
different
dropped.
angles.
I'm better than
For the
him.
original joint, right?
Do it.
All right, so when you go look it up, because I know y'all gonna look it up, right? So he's down, he looks, he goes, It's crazy. You look and you're like, what is it? Yo, he look, okay, all right, cool.
That's what I
He
said.
gets up, homeboy comes over, and you just see him fall. like you don't even see the punch. You just see, he walks over and then, and it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
And it's over.
And he was shaking and everything.
Yeah, he was down
When I
for
looked
how
down
long?
at him, I know that look. He thought about mortality. It crossed his mind. I know he was laying there thinking like, damn.
Don't let this
killed.
be it.
But he
Don't let this be it.
He see his tactic didn't work. Because that's a tactic where he try to poke your eye.
And that's why he congratulated me the way he did. As soon as his body started working again, he said, you the champ. he said, you got it, man. He said, you got it, man. You the champ. That's because he recognized that all that shit he did, and it wasn't just a nail, it was burning too. It smelled funny too.
Oh, shit.
But you're talking about realizing all of this while you fighting within a 2 minute span, a punch is coming.
Yeah.
It ain't like I can say, hey, time out. His fingers smell funny. It smell like vinegar, but my eyes is burning. I'm burning. My eyes were still burning after the fight.
That's foul.
My eyes were still burning. I couldn't even open my eyes when I'm giving the speech.
Right.
I gave the whole speech with my eyes closed. I can't see. Now, all his fans and all the haters and everybody who think it was luck and all of that, they're going to say, oh, you just making excuses. For what? For winning? Why I got to make excuses for winning? I won.
Yeah.
I don't got to make excuses for winning.
That don't make no sense.
Don't even make no sense.
Right.
But the doctors can see,
Remember that next time you pick a fight.
yeah, what am I making excuses?
Remember that next time you pick a fight.
I'm telling you, the boy was desperate.
Right.
And that's why he came up to me and was like, man, yeah, you the champ, man. I got you got it. You earned it. Because all that madness, my father feel away about it, my mom feel away about it, my family, like, bro, if they gonna do that, we gotta, I don't know what. Like,
You gotta protect. You gotta protect.
You gotta tighten
No, they
up.
got it. There needs to be some kind of regulation.
well, it's supposed to be. They move as if they checked. They be like, clip your nails and da-da-da. And you'll see all this little hand signs. You ever been to Vegas? You ever see when they be swiping the cars and they do this with their hands?
Yeah.
I can still be stealing the shit. But they do this, and when I walk up, they do this to your hands on the camera.
Yeah.
They supposed to have checked your nails. They supposed to have checked to see if you had anything under your thing. But they ain't checking.
But if the doctors and the ref saw him do
It
it,
just
why
happened so
not
fast.
time out
I
right
think it just
there?
happened so fast.
Okay, but time out. Come
And
on,
they, and listen,
This
and-
is bare
and
knuckle
listen,
boxing.
And listen,
Fuck the fuck
they
outta here.
want- Listen,
No.
they
Ain't
want
no fuck
to
out of
see
here.
me lose. They just as entertained as you is.
Yo.
So, I guess if I could break it down, it's like everybody in the ring saying, ooh, They all excited. When I knocked them out, I knocked everybody out in the stadium because they never saw it coming. That's what a surprise is. Everybody in the stadium said, oh,
probably
shit, he
wondering,
got
what
me
the
too.
fuck happened? Why you jump?
Everybody was knocked out.
I thought he was having a heart
Nobody
attack.
saw it. He didn't see the punch. Ref didn't see the punch. Nobody saw it. So it's the same thing. Everybody's so caught up in the soap opera. Cheating going on. That was
crazy.
the dirtiest fight ever.
But I gotta ask.
crazy.
I gotta ask. Your parents support you, but you're in a sport where it's much. We've seen people die in a boxing,
Oh yeah.
and they're wearing padded gloves. This is bare knuckle. A fight could mean life or death for you. How do they feel about that?
I'm 40 years old. I wasn't supposed to make it to 20. I'll vote at least likely to see 21. So all of these years is gifts. All of these days are gifts. All of these presents, this present is literally presents. And I've been fighting for longer than most people been doing whatever they're doing in their professional job. I've been fighting longer than that. I would be a doctor of fighting if that's what I chose to do. So when my mom and my dad see me doing exactly what I've been doing with my life since I was 7, they're ecstatic. And at the end of the day, they have to know that 30 years of this, I got the best shot. It ain't about me dying in there. It's about your ass dying. They ain't really worried about me. You know what I mean? They're like, shit, we hope he don't kill somebody. It ain't that we hope he don't die. I move. I move. You gotta watch me.
You gotta watch me. It's levels above.
Nah,
What's it like for your kids to watch?
My kids is crazy. They've been watching their whole life. They don't know nothing else.
Right.
Daddy been fighting with them and sparking them and pushing them down and taking them to the gym. I'm my own gym. I taught my daughter how to box. You see her throw her combination to duck and roll. She said, I knew you wasn't hurt, Dad. That's what she said. I knew you was, I knew. I'm like, oh, Daddy mad. That's what she said. Oh, Daddy mad.
How old is
she? She know that face. She's 7. She'll be 8. My
daughter
said, she looked and she said, when you fell, Daddy, she said, oh, Daddy's mad. Oh, Daddy's mad. Yeah, she knew. She knew it was over.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's how it go. But when you raise them, into it, they into it. My
So this is tradition. This is family tradition.
Yeah. Like watching football.
Right.
You never look at them and be like, oh, he might die when he catch the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, everything. You jump in your car.
Right.
You might not make it home.
Mayweather's kids.
Yeah.
Literally born into seeing
Born
their father
into it,
do
yeah.
exactly what he's doing.
It's honestly, it's a gift. It's the best thing I could have gave my family.
What is
Man,
this
exactly? Life? This something to be proud of. You know how many people I got in my family with life sentences? How many people I got in my family that's wine heads, crackheads, or junkies? Something to be proud of, something to grab onto, something to get dressed up for besides a funeral?
Give them hope.
Come on, man.
Give them hope.
How many people, how many people get dressed? Come on, let's go see Fat Daddy fight. And all the people come out from all of jump in the plane and fly out and see me fight. We got a whole section and I'm winning? You can't believe it. You talking about a crowd of 10,000 screaming so loud you can smell their breath? Yeah, my family totally into that.
Yeah.
That's something you can get behind,
What made you? When was it in your life that you decided to take fighting professionally?
Oh,
And what league did you start in?
Honestly, I never did. I was driving a tow truck, eking out a meager existence in St. Augustine, just doing roadside assistance, and I was teaching women's self-defense classes on the side, just teaching the girls out at the college in St. Augustine how to defend themselves. And they signed me up as a joke for a charity fight, Rumble in the Ancient City. You can see it on their back, like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, he's gone.
And I took it. I took the fight and I fought against a local hero, black belt in the town, and everybody just thought this guy would smoke me. He was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. They thought he was gonna take me down and choke me out. I knocked his brains out. Overhand right and the uppercut. Everybody in there screamed. He was flopping on the ground like a fish. And it was in the newspaper before I got home. I fought on Saturday. When I got home on Sunday, it was a newspaper by my door with my face on it. Big as hell, would knock dude out.
You talking about SummerSlam?
Rumble in the Ancient City. It says Rumble in the Ancient City.
Rumble in the Ancient City. Is it SummerSlam?
2006, probably SummerSlam, yeah. But I think it just said Rumble in the Ancient City. First thing you would press, it looked like, it says Catalina's Gym. And I'm the first fight on there. And that was my first fight, my first amateur fight ever. And it was a clean, cold knockout, just crazy.
What round?
I think second round or something, second round. But it just sparked it. And then the charity organizations kept calling me to fight these charity fights all over Florida. 1 knockout, 2 knockout, 3 knockout, 4 knockout, both hands.
How much you getting paid?
Every hand. It was free.
It's charity fights.
It was for charity. Yeah, it was for free.
Wow.
And then I'm teaching and I'm getting, notoriety, but it's like amateur, like college football. You ain't supposed to take no money. And I'm grown. I was like 33 at the time. I've been through hell already. So I'm just doing my thing and then I'm showing my students that I know what I'm talking about.
Good promotion
That's
for your
nice.
classes.
You know what I mean? And I'm running around, I'm staying in shape, looking great. I'm still driving the tow truck. And I'm just kicking butt all over the state. I think I went 9-1. Some kid hit me with a spinning back fist. I never even seen it before. That was the first loss. That was the first time I ever lost. He blew my brains. I woke up in the house like, what happened? I said, what happened? She was like, spinning back fist. I'm like, and I was winning.
You was winning.
So then I lost. I experienced losing. I experienced what that felt like. And I just kept grinding.
That spinning back fist?
Yeah.
I told you about the spinning back fist, right?
We talked about
I used to practice martial arts when I was a little kid. And my master, he was nice.
But that was the first time I ever landed a shot on him.
Because it's so tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it.
You don't expect it.
Remember when we had the conversation about fighting, and I said, what do you think is easier to recover from? Losing a decision or getting knocked out?
Right.
Almost everybody says getting knocked out. And I said, nah, it's a decision.
Yeah.
Because when you get knocked out, first thing every fighter I've ever seen get knocked, the first thing they say when they get up is, what he hit me
What
with?
happened? Yeah.
What, you don't see it.
Yeah.
It happens that fast. You couldn't
that's
defend
smart.
from it. It just happened. But if you get pummeled for 12 rounds and you can't stop the guy, he's beating the brakes off of you for like
Or
the
even
whole
a close
fucking
fight. Even a close fight, it haunts you because you could have did
You felt
more.
like you should have.
You could have did just a little bit more.
More, yeah.
But a knockout is just a reset. Just your ass wake up like, oh man, oh man.
Yo, let me ask you a question, Juggernaut. Is it true, Cat Williams said this, that like, yo, that's the best sleep I ever got in my life. Is that true? You wake up feeling refreshed.
Honestly, it's so crazy that I fight so much and I don't get knocked out.
Right.
I do remember that.
Not your
It had to be 2015 though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't remember shit. And I think I was a little bit dehydrated. I just literally, and they said I had my thumbs up and then I was letting the crowd know I was okay. I don't remember none of that shit. I was in the ambulance. Right. Talking to the lady. Like, where we going? She's like, oh no, just lay down. Just lay down. Just lay back down. It's always gonna be all right. Yeah, he popped me good. But after that, it made me be more cautious, get back to my kung fu and my very careful nature. Cause you got muscles, you start to be a bully. You start to reckless. It ain't about that.
Yeah.
It ain't about that. It's about clean, focused energy, motion, movement, smooth, focused shots. Lights out.
Okay, now wait. Your kids came up in it. Your family came up in it. But you said you're married. Have you known her for a long time?
She crazy. She don't get scared, bro. Listen, she don't get scared. She don't blink. She don't flinch. She don't never say no. When they be like, you can fight him, she perfect for me.
She seen you do it on dates?
Oh man, she perfect for me. She perfect for me. She don't hesitate.
No, she ain't see him do it on
dates. You never saw you do it on dates.
No, I don't think it came up for a little while at first. It wasn't like, hey, I'm a fighter.
Right.
I don't really introduce myself. Like I just do my thing. I move a certain way, and but I don't really give people a choice when it comes to me. I am what I am. This is a Whopper. It ain't no Big Mac. It ain't nothing you can change. This is what it is. Boom.
Right.
People hop on. People hop off. People ride or they don't. But I don't care. This is exactly what I am. This ain't nothing you can change. And it just so happened when you solid like that, the people who rock with you, that's exactly what they was looking for. They weren't looking for nothing else. They were looking for exactly you. So I'm solid. I'm solid as a tree. Like I am what I am. I don't change nothing for nobody. And then the people who rocking with me, they know they got a branch, they got a limb, they got a good solid dude.
Right. So the first time she came to see you actually fight.
Yeah, she came to everyone. She never missed one. She started coming, flying, boom, she there. I told her how to fight. She was like, for real? Boom, jump on the plane.
This is
get
before
off the
marriage.
plane. Yeah. She started coming every time. She would be right there supporting me, holding it down, just cheering for me.
How did you meet her?
Knots. Teaching class. I had a gym in Jacksonville called the Boxing Yard. And we subleased it out to AEW to come and do their little
Matches.
promos, not
Yeah,
matches, but
promos.
like commercials for
Right.
CBS.
Right.
And she was the lead makeup artist, so she came out and she held it down, and we
You
met.
ran down on her, or she ran down on you?
No. We just met and just clicked, just looked at each other a little too long. That's all it takes. That's
all it takes.
Regular.
The lingering
Yeah,
stare.
you looked at me a little too long.
Yeah, you keep
The man
catching
do it,
your eyes
you
on
fighting.
me.
But when she do it, they're like, oh man, you just keep looking at me for it. That's it.
Anybody
the
ever
rest
try
is-
to test you, like after your fights in the streets?
I used to do security, so when I was doing MMA and stuff like that, I would get into it sometimes with dudes that try to test their strength. But I'm so strong and so controlled that I actually don't have to prove it.
Right.
When you get good, I know how to move. Like, you can say what you want to me. I won't get you hurt. You know what I mean? That front foot though, step across this line, like run up on me, maybe I'll do something to you, but most people don't do that.
Right.
They need to be coerced.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I won't let you. You might say something to me and I don't know.
I feel your energy so much and I relate to it so much. So it's some questions I want to ask and I want to make something clear so it's no confusion. The questions that I ever ask is never against the people. It's things that I wrestle with within myself. Yeah, and I like to ask when I see a relation to it. So one of the things I want to say off top, Math talks about the energy a lot in this room. I feel your energy, and I guess you felt mine from originally.
Yeah.
Your energy is so positive, such a man that I would see that is trying to be a good man, a spiritual man. And that's what I try to be, and that's what I've always tried to be. I know fighting, and I hate that I know fighting, but these are questions I want to ask you. When you defeat a man, do you have empathy in that man's defeat, or do you relish in his defeat?
So we'll talk about that in two people. So because I know that there's a split in me, I can nurture it, right? And there's a split in the world too, in reality. In reality, I pray for my opponents. In reality, I pray for them. I get on my knees, and I've done it sometimes during the fight, especially when they stay down too long, right? But before the fight, I always pray that God protects me and my opponent, and that he guides my strikes. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to kill you, not whatsoever.
Right. But that is a reality of it.
That is a reality. Just like everything is. You can fall down the stairs and die.
Right.
And I also say, God picks when we go.
Right.
He picks we live, and when we die, he picks when we're born and when we go. So if you go, God, it was your time.
Right.
Or mine. I'm perfectly okay with that.
As a fighter.
As a fighter.
Is it a, like samurais and shit, warriors, they want to die in the heat of battle. Is it the same for fighters?
I felt like that with Mike Richmond. I felt like that with some of the fighters. And that's only because they don't know true strength yet. True strength ain't dying. True strength is living, surviving, taking your ass home and feeding them kids, doing the things that livers have to do. Right. People who have to live, have to survive, who can't die. That's stronger than suicide, kamikaze. And some of them guys come in there like, fuck it, kill me. That ain't even strong yet. You ain't even reached the level yet that I'm on. Kill me ain't strong. That's weak.
Yeah.
That's childish. That's prepubescent. I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
That ain't strong.
It's weakness.
Strong is I can't die. People need me.
Yeah.
I like what you said so much because it reminisces to me. So I never want to get into a physical altercation with no one. I always in my life pray that doesn't happen.
Me too, baby.
And yeah,
all of us.
And I hope so.
Man, listen.
And when that does happen, for me personally, and this is the reason I couldn't choose fighting. I was able to go into that road and do that, and I would have did really well. But when I look into a man's eyes, after I defeat him, I'm praying for him, and we having a prayer sermon, and I'm saying to him, why did you do this? You know what I'm saying? I know my ability. So by me knowing my ability, you could have all the fantasy in the world that you want to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I already know my ability. So if I use my ability on you, then I feel like, damn, that's not what God wanted me to do.
Maybe not.
It depends on the situation you in.
Yeah, right.
God created warriors. God created kings. God gave man dominion. Dominion has a price. Dominion has a price. and I'm a dominant man. I am what I am. Don't try me, or you get what you get. You understand? That is not me. That's God's law. I didn't make this shit up. I didn't make it up. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm praying, I ain't just praying, you know, that you be okay. I'm praying that you don't even fuck with me at all.
I'm praying for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
When I pray, I'm praying for me.
Yeah.
I'm praying for me
You
that
can
I
handle it.
exercise the God control and the knowledge that he gave me to give you a pass.
Yeah. That's sometimes the strongest thing you can do is pretend to be weak.
Yeah. That's a fact.
I hope you're listening.
Sometimes
listening.
I know plenty of people.
Yeah, you. Of course, you think I don't know. I hope you're listening.
I try to pretend
you
to be
can move in a
I
way.
try to pretend to be humble.
You can move in a way that will
I try to pretend to be innocent.
or what's the word?
De-escalate.
De-escalate
yes.
most people, especially if you're confident and you know what you can do. Half the battle is done. Scary people get into altercations in the streets. He's scared, you scared. Now both of y'all having a scared conversation, a scared life, scare off us. Scared, yeah. This is scared, man. Two scared ass people trying to prove they ain't scared. Everybody lying.
But have you ever hurt someone that you thought about? That you thought that they have children, they have family, they have people they got to go back to.
I do. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I've hurt some of these guys.
Yeah, because you're a conscious brother.
I've hurt some of these guys, but I will say this. When you watch my fights, you see a lot of ferociousness. You see a lot of power.
Yeah.
You don't see the power I held back. You
That's
don't
good.
see that I didn't hit him with all my might. You don't see I decided not to. You don't see the punches I pulled. I've saved you. I'll punch you in your face and catch you before your head hit the ground. I don't want to hurt you. I'm teaching you. And the way I move, even the way I practice, it's not about destruction. It's not about destruction. You know what I mean? I haven't never poked anyone in the eyes. Never done nothing dirty. I haven't fought these guys in a dirty way. I'm the champ for a reason, because I exercise control. That control gives me control over the situation, gives me control over the wins and losses. They don't know that yet. They just coming in wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm being smooth. So God gave you power and God gave you the ability to control and moderate how you use it. You can use it and be perfectly okay under the Lord's eyes. That's why he gave it to you. You know
I
what
agree.
mean?
If somebody try to attack someone that is weaker than me, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
I'm here to
Get
protect.
activated.
I feel that
I'm
too.
here to protect the weak. You know what I'm saying? The strong.
Most of us
and the
are.
mighty. That's what I'm here for.
I think real quick, but there's something Bigga said a few episodes ago about like how sometimes I'm not gonna say the enemy, but the person that's testing you, God is God in them too, because it's a test.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But you do have the power to control the situation as well.
Hey, what the smack? I didn't smack. God did. I didn't create none of this shit. Don't blame me.
Exactly.
I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me for what happened. I'm just an instrument of his desire. Don't even trip.
Right.
You just have to let it be. I don't feel guilty or none of that shit. This whole situation now, I go home, I carry the guilt home from what happened to Mike Richmond or what happened to Quentin Henry or the knot that I put on Hector Lombard's face. For what? Somebody else built the ring, somebody else put the ropes up, somebody else turned the lights on, somebody else put the goddamn camera over there. Shit. Somebody else drove him here. His mama's right there too. Like
He was training the same way
he
as
was
you.
straight.
Signed up
he
for the
was
whole
trained,
thing.
signed. Yeah, we mutual combatants.
Right.
Now, have you ever faced an opponent that you felt like, come on, man, what you here for the bag? Like you,
Mike Richmond. I'm still hurting. He punched the shit out of me. I thought he was just here for the bag.
right?
Looks can be deceiving. He had something to prove. He wanted to hurt me, man. He wanted to take my eyes out. He wanted me blind. You know what I mean? And it changed the way I look at things in there now.
How so?
Desperation is dangerous.
Yeah,
dangerous.
it is.
desperation is dangerous. You know what I mean? And I may have overplayed my strength in even like slapping him the way I did at the press conference and like embarrassing.
Why? Hold on. Go back to the press
Yeah.
conference. Yeah, talk about that at the press conference, man.
See, this,
Cause
this,
it look-
so listen, this is where you get the two me. When y'all
Right.
look back at the tape, it's gonna be like y'all talking to
I
two
watched that
different people.
shit 30 times.
Bruh, the man stood up and said, I will slap you in the mouth. My hand went over there by itself. I don't even know how to say you gonna slap me. It's like slapping me for real.
Yeah.
That's like, I wouldn't do that to you for nothing. If the man got out your chair and said, man, I'll slap you in your mouth. What's about to happen? I don't even know how to, what happens after that? I don't really know. I've never been past that point. Besides slapping him right in that moment. I wasn't thinking about the cameras or selling no fight or none of that. I stood up. He said what he said about me.
And you was talking still
I was
while you
talking. I was
Yeah.
relaxed. I didn't have no intentions on fight. Look, I had on a jumper. A jumper. You know, the thing they hook in.
yeah.
Who fights in the jumper? You know that shit gonna come down. I didn't come to fight that day. I came to show off. I popped my little thing and I said, listen, this is what Mike Richmond is up against. I'm the double world champ. I'm the best in the world. I hear what he's saying. I'm soft and I'm pretending, but this is what he's up against. He got a mountain to climb. When he saw me, he was instantly jealous, like, oh my God. Put your shirt on. He just jumped up and ran over there like a little chihuahua attacking a pit bull. Yeah. And I just looked, everybody just looked like, what is he doing? I was just talking on the mic.
Right.
And he just was like, come on, we can do it right now. I'll slap you in the mouth. So I was talking and I was like, slap who? Slap me? Mac. And then they just went, you know, it went viral, but I didn't plan it.
But is that allowed? Do you get penalized?
I don't know.
for that?
I don't know.
You get penalized for
How much stuff you do? Like, I don't think about like what's allowed and what's not in my manhood. You know what I mean?
Right.
My manhood. Like if you try me.
I mean, like afterwards, or they're like, yo, we gotta fire
Did
you
your
for that.
manager
We got-
pull you
We
to
gotta
the
take
side
some of
and-
your purse.
No. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing that
Oh,
time.
shit.
That time?
That
No,
time.
I've been fined before.
For what?
What did I get fined for? Something. Oh, when I snatched the belt from Hector and slammed it on the ground at the press conference.
Yeah. Did you break it?
Yeah, I broke it up.
Yeah, I
I
heard
still
this
got it. All the pieces is off of it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
but I had a
took it from
right.
him.
I had a reason. Like that was foul. How they did me. Like I'm not a bully. I'm being bullied until I just
What was
Can't
the
take it no
can't take
more.
it no more.
What was
That's
the
what it
situation?
is.
What was the situation?
Hector Lombard. I was 6-1 at the time. I was the best in 2 divisions already. Hector Lombard came from another organization. They threw him into a title fight. Just walked over me while I'm standing there. I just won a 5-round knockout, drag out fight. I'm the next up in line for the title. They gave it to somebody else. Then they called Joe Riggs in from Montana and let him fight Hector Lombard for the belt. I went to the fight in protest. I jumped in the ring after Hector Lombard won and Hector punched me in the face. He ain't get fined. They ain't do shit to him. He punched me in the face on national TV. Punched me right in my face. I ain't even do nothing to him. So they made the fight. When they made the fight, they said, okay, we got the best against the best. Hector's the champ. Lorenzo's the #1 contender. We're going to let him fight. Hector refused to fight me, even though he signed a contract at 205. When I showed up for the press conference, they said this is going to be a 185 fight. And I'm standing here 212. I got 48 hours to get to 185. Or no show.
And you can't win the belt if you overweight. If you
No
miss weight.
show.
Oh, that's
Or no
crazy.
show. And he pulling the shots because he's Hector Lombard and I'm just some nobody that they can piss on. So when I showed up to the press conference, I took the 205 belt off the table and slammed it on the ground and said, I'll see you in 48 hours. Now I got to go starve myself and run all night and cut weight to be in championship weight
get
so
down
we
to-
can fight.
Right.
And then I beat him up anyway.
So hold on. How many pounds did you lose in 48 hours?
212, I got down to 195, and then they made it a catch weight, and it was like, okay, 195 is cool. He agreed the same. So what's that? 212 to 190, 22 pounds?
In 48
How the
hours.
fuck is that
48
possible?
hours. It's definitely
You had
possible.
to fast.
What did you do?
I mean, no sex,
Never
no
heard of that.
sex,
No sex is
food.
6 weeks out.
That's
No, that's
No
That's 6
sex
weeks
is 6
out.
weeks
God
out.
damn.
So
There's sauna
the
suits,
secret to the sauna, the secret to losing that kind of weight is the body is 75% water. You got to figure if you weigh 200 pounds, what's 75% of 200 pounds? That's a lot of weight for you is just water. Now you need to cut about at least 20 or 30% you can cut of that without actually damaging your internal organs. It's like wringing out a towel. You gotta use just a big bag of water. If you can get the water out, you can figure out what your true weight is. And that's what mastery comes in because it fucks with your head, psychological, you start to hallucinate a little bit. But if you get it out, if you get the water out of you, you can find your true weight. And you got about 20 or 30 pounds of water to work with that you can get
But
out.
dehydration.
What did you do? What did you do?
Dehydration. Run with a sauna suit on. So actually, I'll tell you exactly what I did. The morning of weigh-ins, I took a sauna suit and I stuck the hotel dryer in it, in the bottom, and I went to sleep in the bathroom. And I slept like that all night, so I sweated out about 6 pounds. And I woke up in the morning and I went for a jog. I didn't eat nothing, didn't drink nothing. I went for a 6-mile jog. I ran from the hotel to the LA Fitness so I could get in the sauna. Went for a 6-mile jog in the sun. I barely made it. I had to lay down on the concrete. Lay down on the concrete, just dripping water, dripping water, dripping water. I got up, I toughed it out, a little bit dizzy, shook it off, went to the LA Fitness, paid the guy $5. He let me use the sauna. I weighed myself. I had about 7 pounds to go. 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out, 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out for about 3 hours, like microwaving your ass. And then I got on the scale. I was weight. Then the car came and got me, took me back to the hotel. I sat in there like a. Then they walked me in there, put them bones on the scale. I'll be looking like. Put them bones on the scale, they weigh them motherfucking bones. I walk up out of there as soon as I start eating and drinking. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Everything just came back.
Keep eating and drinking. I got 24 hours to rehydrate. Once I rehydrate, your ass out.
That's just
So what happened in the fight? Break it down.
With Hector?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I smoked him. First I was a little excited. I went straight up to him and punched him in his face and knocked him down. And then
Yeah, I saw that.
my dad was like, bro, you hitting him too hard. You gotta relax a little bit. We want you to stretch it out. Because Hector was a superstar.
Right.
My dad was saying, bro, this is your 15 minutes of fame. You need to drag this out. You need to show him what you do. You need to show him that you're good.
Punish him.
So I punished him 5 rounds straight. Punished him, beat him at everything. Slipped all his punches, hit him with uppercuts, inside, outside, beat him to the punch, got away from him when he wanted to fight, got in when he didn't. I embarrassed him. I became the champ. And he left the organization. He never came back.
Never came back.
Never came back.
That's crazy.
Never came back. They put me through hell.
Yeah.
They put me through hell.
Yeah.
They put me through hell. And then I went and whooped Joe Riggs' ass too, right after that, for him jumping in. Remember, he jumped in front of me.
Yeah, the other
I
contender.
held that against, I went and hit him with a 5-piece and a biscuit. And then I went, anybody who tried me, the whole time I've been on the up, I knocked them all down. That's how you do it. I hold grudges.
Right. But these are champions.
Champions. The best.
So when they call you undisputed, it means ain't nobody around.
We can't find nobody in Mordor's lair, in the Lord of the Rings. We can't find nobody. That's what that means. Undisputed, undefeated, that's what that means. When they saying we having a whole lot of trouble finding somebody who can take it.
Did they start the bare knuckles through Kimbo Slice?
Nah. So there's a few organizations that do bare knuckles, but one of them, but Kimbo Slice popularized it.
Right.
His popularity and his notoriety in the sport of bare knuckle made it popular. Backyard fighting, Dada 5000.
Shout out to Dada.
Shout out to Dada.
Shout out to Dada.
Yeah, Dada actually the one who gave me my first bare knuckle fight. Me and Dada are friends. I call him right now. He answered the phone. That's my boy. Yeah, so he the man for real. And he gave me my first bare knuckle fight, gave me the biggest check I ever had. You know what I'm saying? And we did our thing. And he actually the one set me off on this path.
That's
And,
dope.
I wind up fighting for this other organization because Dada was still getting his shit together. And
what's good, blood?
They called the boss on me.
I'm good. How you feeling?
Yeah, I want you to know I'm sitting across from somebody who credits you for putting them on the path.
He know who it is. He know who it is. What's up, Dada?
What's going on, man?
What's up, baby? Hey, they asked me who got it all started. I said, shit, Dada. Dada did it.
Look, man, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, I'm here with my guy, you know what I'm saying, the president, Mike Vasquez.
How you doing, sir?
Mike, the
Dada.
gentleman there, you know what I'm saying, world renowned. He got the hottest podcast on the planet.
World.
Got it?
The world.
I got it. I keep it. See?
Yeah, yo, we in the middle of an interview, bro. I'm gonna hit you right back after. Yo, give me that date when you coming up.
I got you.
Yeah, that's my boy,
All right,
man.
salute. All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's the
Dada
homie.
like family, man. I was right there,
Yeah.
you know, when his mom passed, and I showed up to the funeral, and I helped him walk it out and all of that, man. So he like family.
Yeah.
And even though I went over to this organization, he never held it against me because he knew I had to chase that bag. And yeah, we still stayed tight throughout the.
Can you see yourself working with that organization?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's good people. He one of the best promoters, one of the best guys in the world, and them guys over there at BYB is solid. Right now, BKFC is taking care of me, and
You're
my loyalty to Dada is one thing. My loyalty to BKFC is something else.
Right.
I put the work in here. I'm a staple. I'm here. Yeah, I'm the top. I'm the cream of the
do
crop.
they give you the respect that you deserve?
Hell yeah, they put me on every commercial, every show, every mention. The president shout me out. They take care of me over there, and they're grateful to my contribution to even just bringing attention to the sport.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody do it like me. Nobody work as hard as me. Nobody came from the bottom. I came from the tryouts. I walked in like anybody off the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I put the work in.
And worked your way all the way up to
All the way up to the top. I'm the double world champion. I'm the best in the world.
including the ringers they brought in. Not ringers,
Including
but
including the top dudes from organizations, from the UFC, from everywhere. I put a soft boy called me. He said, "I got a soft spot in the top of my head where you hit me." I will put a soft spot like a baby. It is what it is. Like,
And then he laughed about
yeah,
it.
no, I mean
It was a maniacal laugh.
That's the other side.
It's
I
the
hear that.
life.
Right.
It's a part of it. You know, like you know, being proud of the work you put in.
Right.
Yeah, you know, it's two
Ain't nothing
sides.
wrong
That's
with
why I
that,
said
man.
it's two sides.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I hope you
Ain't
listen.
nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong with that. You just keep saying it, shit.
I
Yo,
hope
ain't nothing
you
wrong with
listening.
that.
No.
As much as you be trying to make me fight, I hope you
No,
listening.
ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a thing. You shouldn't make nobody fight, but we all fighters in our own way. We all show that same tenacity, that same heart, that same fire in everything that we do.
Right.
You don't got to be punching on nobody. Shit, half the day you beating yourself up.
Yeah, for some people, it's
Even that, you
it's
just
just
you
typing on
pushing yourself,
social
pushing
media.
yourself, pushing yourself.
They're
For
champions.
real.
Some people.
And you'll never meet them.
You'll never meet them. These champions on the keyboard. You'll never meet them.
Some people.
Never meet 'em.
I think some people have that. I don't assume.
You had
that.
asked me a two-part question. The first part was, did I feel bad? And the other part was, how do I, afterward, like, do I?
Empathize.
do I-
afterwards.
No. He asked me, like, do I revel in their defeat? When I said that society is broken in a way, nobody pays attention unless it's embarrassing, unless it's ugly, unless it's ha, kick him while he down.
Right.
In order to be successful, I have to acknowledge that I may not be able to change the world and make everybody not look when somebody fall down the stairs. It's slapstick. So after I beat your ass, I'm gonna make a meme about it. Whether you like it or not, whether I feel for you or not, whether I pray that you got out, I'm gonna make memes.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
business.
laugh. That's the business. That's not necessarily me being an asshole. That's just you failed and I posted it so that I could get views. I'm not really goofing off and giggling at your downfall. But I learned that when Hector Lombard punched me in the face, I got more fans and more attention than ever. And I had been winning for this organization, kicking ass.
Right.
He punched me in the face and everybody laughed, and I got 80,000 followers and started getting paid on Instagram, and people wanted to know who I am, and the Google algorithm shot out of the world because somebody punched me in the face. It's like Larry, Curly, and Moe. Okay, so you taught me the game. I didn't make it. I didn't create it, but I'm gonna use it.
Right.
I'm gonna use it, and when I smack these guys across their face and they get a knot on their head and all of that, it's going on every social media platform, and I do 100 tags, and I send it to 100 friends. I make sure to go out. I send that. Hashtags. It's going everywhere. I'm sending it to media outlets and everything, just like y'all did me.
Well, who are the fighters that you study? Because we look at who we would label one of the greatest fighters that's living right now, Mayweather, and it's not just from his skill in the ring, but what he was able to accomplish financially. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is that someone that you're studying? Are you like, all right, I'm gonna get this shit like 5 more fights, and then I'm gonna be out here like, come on, ladies, we can kick punches, da-da-da, 1999. Like, where's it going? You know what I mean?
All right, so I'm glad you asked. So I recently purchased a gym in Jacksonville, Florida. I just now got back on my grind with the gym game.
Right. Is it picking up? We in the hood, man. We in the hood. Now you got your own gym, right? Mm-hmm. What's the end game? Because we see like other boxers, they become personalities or sportscasters. Like, what's the end game for you?
I'm good at a lot of stuff. I don't like to say a jack of all trades, but more so the gym thing for me, I found out that I've learned the most about myself while I was teaching other people. It's like one of the hardest things in the world to do, is to teach somebody how to walk. Because first you got to teach them, you ain't doing it right. You ain't walking right, man, and he think he is. He's been doing it his whole life. But you don't know it if you can't teach it to a child.
That's heavy.
So I have to break everything down that I know, 20 years worth of stuff, worth of life experience, 30 years worth of fight experience, break it down to a digestible form and feed it to a child, and then learn it while they learn it. And then I come back, I'm superhuman. When I get in the ring with them, I've learned it and relearned it so many times that you cannot beat me. And it's not arrogance. It's not none of that. Like a lot of people like to say, oh, you should be more humble. For what? I've dedicated my adult life to the mastery of this subject. Ain't shit humble about me now. Wow. You get you a doctorate and then talk about being humble. Like, wow, yeah, like you want me to be a regular Joe. I ain't no regular Joe. And I'm proud of that. That's what it is. So I'm teaching. Mm-hmm. Teaching is my calling. And then while I'm teaching, I'll still be a staple in the bare knuckle world. I'll be the best that ever done it. The 3-division champ. We'll have made history and set the bar so high. You can't even talk about bare knuckle without talking about me.
What's the 3rd division? I know you're
heavyweight.
You going to heavyweight?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm about to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. And he is too slow. Alan Belcher is too weak. And he's in trouble already. And he knows it. I was at his fight, standing at the ring when he won, eating chicken tenders, standing in his face. Should have seen his face. Everybody in the promotion, all the people with cameras, everybody was like, and he was too, like, oh my God, he's here. Yeah, I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm here. And I was there with both belts on, looking at his belt like, you gonna eat your cornbread? For real.
Another chicken tender.
So, like I said, I would like to continue to be a big name in the bare knuckle scene as I progress into fighter management, teaching, I got my own gym, my own physical fitness and bare knuckle training facility. So guys who want to reach that level or learn from me, they can fly in and stay at my gym and learn from me hand to hand. You know, I got a whole bunch of tactics, like I said, 20 years, 30 years worth of combat experience. And I can show you.
So it's gonna be a team juggernaut.
It's already a
X-Men.
team juggernaut.
Promotion? X-Men.
We gonna kill them.
That'd be crazy.
What about
We're
women?
gonna kill them. Promotion, all the shit that I had to learn. And that's the best part about being managed by Juggernaut Life LLC. I have my management license now. All the shit that I had to learn, every meticulous little thing, whether it be social media management, sponsorship management, all my clothes, all my gear, all my banners, managing the promotion, the songs, the bullshit with the matchmaking, everything that I had to learn on my own. For 25%. I can do it for you.
I can do it for you. That's
What about women?
Women too.
Women too.
Yeah, women stronger than us. They can fight. Ain't nobody. I ain't one of them. You know why? If I can fight, you can fight. I'm an equal opportunity.
Equal right, equal left.
Yeah,
Can you ever see like unisex matches happening?
That's like what? That's like domestic violence. I don't know.
It's a woman that's tough as a motherfucker, though.
That doesn't match up. That doesn't
Okay,
match
so
up.
Yeah, that's
the
not-
reason. Now that's a
that's
good question because
domestic
I always
violence.
turn my nose up when I've been seeing this lately in the media. I don't care what nobody thinks, so I'm gonna say what I say. All of that switch, swap, sex, crossover,
Trans.
mid-trans, and running track with the girls, and it's really just gonna make it so weird that the girls won't want to compete. So you'll just shut down a whole
Gender.
Absolutely.
gender. You'll just shut them down, and then you'll just have, they'll call it Women's Olympics, but it'll really
Really
just
not
be trans.
women.
Right.
And no women won't show up because they'll be like, no, we ain't getting a fair shake in this shit.
Right.
And that's basically what's gonna happen. If you just start allowing all of the men to compete on the women field, then it'll just be men versus men on the field. There won't be no women out there.
Right.
So I don't believe that that's fair.
Yeah.
Women can fight, but women shouldn't have to fight men. That's not how we was created. You know what I mean?
I agree with
Bone
that.
Don't even
density
make
is
sense.
different. You know what I mean?
Testosterone.
Just bone density, period. I wouldn't even call it testosterone. I'm saying
What if they got a wide back?
that just means she was eating good. You know what I
Serena
mean?
Williams
That just means she was eating good.
Serena Williams.
Well, you know what I'm talking about?
Now,
Them chicks
Serena-
with the strong shoulders look like they still got the hanger in their joint.
Serena,
You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
pretty sure Serena can whip a few men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That ain't what I'm saying. I ain't saying no women won't never win. I'm just saying it's bad.
It's
Even
not
when
a
it comes to
fair
healing,
competition.
even when it comes to the damage, the type of damage. You punch me in the face, I'll punch you in the face. Your whole face is broken, and I just got a black eye.
Right. That's not.
Eventually, it's going. Yeah,
it's
eventually.
broken.
I don't think they should cross over into women versus men. But the women fights are good. Christine Ferreira is to be feared in the BKFC. Feared by every woman thinking about doing this
Who's
shit.
the top 5 women fighters?
Just one. Christine Ferreira.
Shout out to Christine Ferreira.
She just.
She's just different.
Yeah, like.
What about the champion girl, the black girl? What's her name?
Yeah. Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, Clarissa.
Yeah, Clarissa Shields. That's boxing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
But she's doing.
she's a
actually
monster.
switched over. She's doing
that's-
UFC.
She does
MMA.
She does MMA. She does MMA. She does box. She's good. She's good. She's smiling all the time. She having fun doing what she's doing. I watch her all the time on Instagram. She kicking ass. I like it. But bare knuckle,
That's
even I'm
different.
pretty
Yeah,
sure even Clarissa would be like,
Yeah, got
to
you.
do that shit.
What other fighters do you check for? You check for Clarissa. You check. Who else? Who else are you watching?
Honestly, I don't watch a lot of fights. And there's a reason. I'm a creative innovator. Most of the things that I do, I think I invented the shit. When I see somebody else do it, I be like, oh shit, he was doing that. But I didn't never see it, so I did invent it.
Right.
Because I wanna learn at my own pace and grow myself and invent all my moves, and I wanna be original. So I don't study fighters.
Okay.
I just don't study fighters. Some guys are exciting. Some guys, I might see a meme, I might catch the highlights. I don't buy fights. I don't buy pay-per-views. I don't sit down and watch all the fights. I like Tank Davis because he be popping everybody, and he a stout little dude. But I only catch the replays. I never watched this whole fight. You know what I mean?
Are you cool? I know you guys probably move around in the same kind of circles.
Yeah.
I only move around in my circle,
on
the
your own
trainer
time.
circle. Like I'm a loner, man. I'm a lone wolf, a lion. I just do my thing. I got a few down family and down people from the BKFC that I rode with, like Elvin Brito was the 165 champ, and Isaiah Washington, the future heavyweight champ that I've been training for some years. I got a real tight circle of the guys that I'm training, the guys that's fighting, guys who know me and rock with me,
Right.
the women who love me, and it's a wrap. That's it, and my kids.
Now, Bones was at your other fight though, John.
Yeah, John Jones came to the fight because I think he's affiliated with Jackson Wink Academy, and that's where I went to do some training. Him and Holly Holmes showed up, and they were impressed. They were like, "Holy shit, that was a good fight!" You know, they did their reactions on YouTube and stuff. I didn't get to hang out with them too much after the fight. I didn't get no pics, but I did meet with them before the fight, and they like it. They like it.
Okay, wait.
You got it.
Yeah, just one. All we've talked about is fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, even from your professional life into your now.
Personal, yeah.
I don't even know if you call it personal because now it's your business life. Like you know, your professional fighting, your professional business life. What you're gonna do after fighting? What do you do when you're not fighting? What do you do that's outside of fighting? What are you interested in that's not? It doesn't have to do with violence.
Right. You got like students.
I fight with my kids. we play Kill the Giant. They get like an hour and a half to try to beat me up, and I'll be kicking all their asses. And I like, acrobatics. I'll jump on the trampoline. I fish a little bit. I like to I got old cars that I work on.
Okay.
So I got a 1978 El Camino that I restored completely from scratch.
Oh, that's
every
fire.
piece, every
You said
bolt.
78?
Yeah, 78 El Camino. I restored it completely from scratch. Every bolt, every piece of rust, every floorboard, every screw, the motor, the whole hook, and I love it. That's my baby, and I be rubbing on her sometimes. I have a 1978 Stingray as well, the one that looks like the one that he was driving in Rush Hour.
Yeah,
with the big hips, and I've just recently started restoring that. So I really like to tinker, and when I'm not training or fighting, I'm kind of tinkering, putting things together, making something out of scratch. I'm not crazy about new stuff, new cars, new nothing. I don't like financing nothing. I don't want nothing new.
Is it the building process?
I think it is. When you do it yourself, then you love it. Every little thing. By the time I get done, by the time it's drivable, it's like that's mine.
Yeah.
Everything else is a rental.
Right.
Everything else you buy or lease, that's just a rental. But when I build it from scratch, I know it. If it shake, if it move, if it's, I know exactly what it is. So I got a little weird thing for building, tinkering stuff. So, my dad, we roller skate. I don't know if y'all roller skate.
Yeah,
but I'm nasty on the roller skates,
I don't
like
skate.
ninja level nasty.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
bad.
wait.
Hold up. You know how to dance on the skates?
Yeah.
And we gonna battle.
I said, oh
We
shit.
gonna battle.
I said, who don't roller skate? He said, I don't roller skate.
I roller skate. Yo, if you 6 foot plus, you're not roller skating.
I don't
No,
roll.
That's a long
I'm
fall.
6'7".
That's a long fall, bro.
Yeah,
That's a
Never
long fall.
worked out for me.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I
like picture Bigger falling off
It
roller
never
skates.
worked out for me.
This picture Bigger just.
I don't want to
Like, bro, that's a long
At 10 years old, I was 6 feet.
That's a hard
It never
fall.
10
worked
years
out.
ago, you were 60.
No, 10 years old, I was 6 feet. Wow. It never worked out
Yeah,
for
me
I
too, man.
tried.
You
I
was
did.
6 feet at 10?
At 10.
You was dangerous.
At 10,
then.
I
don't wanna
6 feet
picture
and I
Bigger
wore
falling,
like a size
period.
12,
Like,
13.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Crazy.
Like short people, y'all fall. It's like
Just
you know
never
what I mean?
worked
For
out
us,
for
it's
me.
like you know what I mean? Like, just can't do it. Can't do it.
All right, so
But
you
I
and
do-
your pops roller skate.
Yeah, we brought my mom, my pops. That's a family thing that we've been doing a long
That's what's
time.
up.
And I'm real good. Like, yeah.
Like you be doing a moonwalk
Yeah,
and
all
all that
that
shit.
up in the air and flying and spinning. But I attributed a lot of that balance, that combat type
That helped
balance
with the
to
fighting.
my.
Absolutely.
It helps me move. Like, I can
Absolutely.
move.
Right.
So, but I'm real cool. Like I just don't party. I'm just not a party person.
What's the last
I
party?
don't drink, I don't smoke. I'll do like after I fight, they'll do shows for me, like parties for me at the Dak Shack or at the strip clubs where I used to do security. And I'll show up, I'll do appearances, and I'll pretend. But you know, you do security 7 to 8 years in there, listen to the same music, everything. Bro, I hate the club. I hate it.
So who do you listen to musically to get you in?
I like Lil Wayne. I like Manifest and the girl in here. And I rock with my boys. I rock with them. Honestly, I'm not even crazy about music. I'm very, very, very centralized person. When I ride in the car, I don't listen to the radio. I just believe that all that noise is distracting me from thinking about punching you in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I need to be thinking about it all the time. I need to be fixing it just right so that when your hand go right there,
boom! One time.
Your ass be on the ground like.
Alright. So
it's just the way I am. I just all the time, I just ride. My people's like, damn, you don't listen to the radio.
Next time you answer that question, I don't need you to look at me.
I was focused on punching you right in your face.
It's a weird thing. You know, you got to click in.
Right.
Once you click in, I don't
That's it, the
I don't
focus.
listen to too much music or nothing. I always like Lil Wayne. Since I was young, I ain't never really switched. I just been rocking with the same people I like, you know.
Self-contained, self-motivated.
Just little centralized.
Don't listen to MOP, man.
I don't listen to man. People be asking me about music. I don't know none of them dudes. I don't know none of them.
Man, you might catch
be able
somebody
to pick
in the
up a
ring.
rhythm and heard a song I heard before, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know none of them dudes. That shit don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
Nothing.
But nah, Mash Out Posse. it might bring out the other side of
It's
you.
like you speaking a different language.
Right.
When you saying them names and stuff, I don't know nothing.
Andy up.
Huh?
Dap that fool.
Andy up.
Kidnap that fool.
I heard that song.
No, don't sing it now.
What?
Don't sing it now.
Nah, he said he know that song.
Don't sing it now. Like, don't
Like I said, I'm just
Shout out to MOP. We gotta get him on the show.
we don't need this nigga on MOP time.
I
know what you're talking about.
I want to get back to
Ain't
this.
that the song from that dance movie? Remember when they was
You Got Served.
You Got Served.
They use Andy
That's
up.
how I know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Niggas was dancing to
They was dancing to that.
Yeah, I never watched it.
They was dancing to.
They was dancing.
This is how I know people don't listen to the words. That's how I know.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that myself. You got served. You got served.
Now,
Dancing to a song about armed robbery.
I want to get back to this crossover thing because bare knuckle boxing is fairly new, and they're probably trying to figure out how to pay y'all tens of millions of dollars. So there's going to be a lot of promotion. It might be cross marketing in the same way that we've seen Conor McGregor leave MMA and go into boxing. Would you be open to going into other arenas, and who would you like to come to your arena that you could personally match up with?
I would have liked to have been the one to put that first couple lumps on Jake Paul. I would have liked to take him under my wing.
Who you said?
Jake Paul.
Jake
Paul. Y'all would have liked to tighten him up. I would have liked to
Jake
punch
Paul.
him around.
You would like to punch around Jake Paul?
Yeah, I would have liked to have been the one that gave him that L since he think that nobody else can't fight. You know what I mean? I actually called him out. I went to his gym in Puerto Rico and I taught a class and I was hoping he showed up. You know what I mean?
But he didn't.
Nah, he ain't show up.
Oh, he's definitely gonna hear you now.
Yeah, he never showed up. But and then a few people around the way, they mentioned my name to him, but he never mentioned, he never.
Do you respect him as a fighter?
I respect what he does as an entertainer. I respect.
Not the same thing.
You have to understand. Remember, I told you what I was doing when I was 7. I was kicking ass. I had trophies. What he was doing when he was 7? He was dancing on Disney. We different animals, and you won't understand me. You know what I mean? You wouldn't respect me as a Disney dancer. I don't respect you as a fighter.
Right.
We two different, you came from a different background. I came from a different background, I earned my respect in this world. And you hijacked it, so to speak. And because you got 1 million trillion followers, they're gonna follow you into whatever league you in.
Right.
So I appreciate the bringing the eyes on the back on combat sports, because people did get a little bit sleepy.
Right.
I respect that from an entertainment standpoint, you know.
But as a fighter,
no,
don't even take him serious.
He knows nothing. He don't even know that he don't know. That's trouble. You don't even know. It's like he's walking around thinking you. Nah, you don't even know.
What does that say about the other guys who have fought and lost to him?
They got a paycheck.
That's all it was about, money.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
So now that's the trouble of.
No, he's fought like some.
That's the trouble of the fight sports.
Anderson Silva, number one.
Let me explain something real quick from the champ's perspective. If you fight your whole life and you still worried about bills at 55, you done put on all of these amazing shows and everybody got rich except for you. Everybody got boats, everybody got yachts. All these people who never even threw a punch got rich off your back. And then somebody come along and offer you some money. What you gonna do? That's not even selling out. Not taking it is selling out. You got a family.
Right.
And you sitting around here broke and everybody got paid but you, and then the man say, hey, come on, let me use your name to fill up a stadium, and hey, you know, you take a lump, but you're gonna get paid. That's what's happening. And I mean, it is what it is, because if I give my all and I got nothing, what you expect? I don't fault them guys for doing that at the end of their career. Yeah, I don't fault them for that. But that's what happened.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
Jay Paul and Anderson Silva, that's a nightmare. Even if he was 60,
Facts.
Right.
he could hurt that man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, I know the game, and I know what it looks like when it's real, and I know what it looks like when it's not. You can't pull that over on me. You know, that studio fake, you know.
Green room shit.
Yeah, green room shit. Yeah, you can't.
Right.
That Larry Curly.
Would you fight him even though he took the L?
Jay Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a paycheck. I'll tighten him up. I ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna win.
You ain't taking the loss.
No money in the world gonna make me compromise myself. I'm a teacher.
Right.
And when we get in there, I'm gonna show him everything he was doing wrong, and he gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today, Jay Paul. Get in touch.
Everything he was doing wrong, he gonna learn.
Triller, all of that.
Yeah, he gonna learn.
So Juggernaut can spank your ass.
He ain't gonna
No,
do
he's
that,
not
bro.
gonna fight.
He ain't gonna-
Everybody got touched.
I don't think that would be smart.
Everybody got
Lord.
touched, go down, embarrassing, shaking. You know what I mean? It's a grid. It's a way to do it, and I know how to do it.
But this is bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle boxing too. I get in the
Boxing, too.
boxing ring and they'll be like, man, he's just shooting this regular.
But is there a different mentality that you ever have?
No,
None.
Just different gloves.
no, none of that matters. Let me tell you why. If you try to touch me, I'm gonna move. If you got gloves on, I'm gonna move. If you got bare knuckles, I'm gonna move. If you got a knife, I'm gonna move. I don't change my mentality. I don't want you to touch me. Now, I'm fighting with bare knuckles and I was confident that you couldn't touch me. What you think I'm gonna be when you got gloves on? I'm gonna be even more confident that you
Right.
can't hurt me. And I'm gonna move even faster and be even more sure of myself.
Right.
So coming from bare knuckle going to boxing, it's like cheating for me. I beat the crap out of you. I beat you. Like, ooh, this is nice. I don't even gotta worry about hurting my hands. I got on pillows on my hands. Usually when I fight, I have to be mindful of where I throw and what I throw, and I don't want to break my hands. I don't gotta hit you just right. No.
But it's still an area of respect where it's like, because you make it sound like it's like cheating. Or there's certain
with gloves
people that
on,
you
it
feel
is.
like, all right, if I fought this dude, it's not cheating because his skill level is this high.
Who?
Is there anyone?
For me,
Yeah.
I mean,
it could
fighting
be
is fight.
Tyson Fury, it could be,
you
know
mean
what I
with
mean?
gloves on without them?
with gloves on.
No. I bust them boys up. No, I'm trying to explain to you why. Okay, so look.
Right.
Boxing, bare knuckle didn't come from boxing. Boxing came from bare knuckle.
Right.
The way people learned how to box, bare knuckle. People fight. Bare knuckle. And they got so good and they was kicking so much ass They was like, hey, we got to put some gloves on these guys.
To make this last longer.
We make this last longer. They didn't do that for safety. They did that to make the fights last longer. You know what I mean? To make the punishment last longer. To make it, they did it for business purposes. It was nothing to do with safety.
Right.
And so you got a guy. I just fought 10 guys with no gloves on. You think you're gonna put some gloves on and scare me? I'll put some gloves on and intimidate me?
So there's nobody like a Mayweather, nobody.
Mayweather's so small. He weigh about what my daughter weigh. My daughter about 155. Mayweather 155.
Yeah,
I'm 230.
Yeah,
I'm like Michael Myers, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're different animals, you know what I mean? That's okay. Mayweather's good. He has hypersensitive reflexes. He's so fast that you couldn't touch him like a ghost.
Right.
And people don't know that about him. You couldn't touch him while he was asleep. He probably could move. He's fast. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's how, like a cat.
Best defensive fighter of all time.
Yeah.
And they'll never give him credit for that. You got people trying to hit him, best fighters in the world. You can't hit him.
Point blank range, right in
Point
front of
blank
him.
range. I know the skill that it takes because I do it to the guys I'm fighting. I'm looking right at you and you can't hit me. And then I beat you up and you still can't hit me. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So Mayweather's good and all those guys are good in their levels, but me as a bare knuckle boxer in the year 2023, I'm the best in the world. You got to risk your life to try to prove me different.
Is your hands registered?
Huh?
Is your hands registered?
People always say that.
That's a myth.
That's a myth. So as a pro fighter, you have to register as a pro fighter. Right. And I'm just registered as a pro fighter. Now, if I get in trouble, if I get in a fight, they can use my pro
training
fighter's license against me in a court setting. And
Right.
I guess that's what they think of when people say your hands are stretched. But they've never, I've been fighting for years and years and years. I've been a pro fighter since 2016, I think. And they've never took me down to the station and registered my hands like a weapon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some myth that they used to say.
What about insurance?
What about
Put
it?
insurance on your hands?
No.
No?
No.
Renter's insurance?
No. Hell no. No. Like bones break, bones heal. I haven't broken them. I think because the way I was taught, I've been doing it so long, that guys are just now starting to fight and guys are just now starting to get into fighting. Right. And so they're breaking their hands because they're doing it wrong. But I've been doing it so long and punching boards and chopping and doing this shit so long that now I'm beating up on guys and I haven't broken my hands. Other people, most people do. But that's just because you're new, especially boxers.
Right.
Boxers always break their hands. Why? Because you wrapped them.
Right.
Yeah.
You wrapped them for years. They ain't made for that. You know what I mean? Now you take the wraps off and you break your hand because you don't know how to moderate your power. But me, I've been fighting like this forever.
Wow.
And I'm touching them and they crumbling. They just crumble.
So what you do in your training?
I beat up trees, punch on stuff, punch on, anything hard I can find.
Looking around.
He's like, yeah, I go through this wall, you know what I'm saying?
And then it's a way. It's not a punch like you watch some preschooler punch the wall and break his hand. It's not like that. The strike that I use when I hit these guys is soft. But my arm weighs 20 pounds. I can't hit you soft with a hammer.
Facts.
I just hit you in a way that didn't break my hand. But it's still a hammer. It's still a hammer. It's still assault. It's still aggravated assault.
Right.
I can't hit you soft. I thought about hitting you soft, but I can't. There's no such thing. But the thought saves my hand, but it didn't save your face.
Do you do the tail with ice?
Huh?
Do you do the tail with ice?
Hell no. My balls will not go in that ice. They just won't do it. They just won't. I've never sat in an ice bath ever. I tried. I got my feet in there. That's it.
That's it.
How do you recover? Because ice baths are pretty popular as far as recovery.
I don't know what they doing. They just making up shit. I grew up in Ohio. I know what snow do, and snow don't help you.
How do you recover?
I just heal. I just eat good, drink right. I mean, take time off, get a little rest. I stopped caring for a while about what I eat and what I drink.
Right.
After my fights, I just stop all the dieting for a little while, and I'll just be a regular person and let my body balance out. But I believe that I'm in such good shape and that I'm in good spirits because of the lifestyle, the way that I live, the way that I'm happy all the time, and the way I spend time with my kids. And then when I use my juicer every day, I call it nutrient loading. People got like the wrong ideal about food. They think that energy and power comes from food. That can't be true. It can't be. You know why?
Why?
Because the people who eat the most don't have the most energy. They fat as hell and tired all the time.
Right.
So that can't mean, it ain't like gas in a car.
Nah, it's real.
You know, like the more gas you put, the further you can go. No, the more you eat, the less you can do. The less you eat, the more you can do. So moderate your eating, intermittent fasting, say no, have some control. When you was a kid playing in the summertime, you say, you want to eat? No, I just want to play. You didn't care.
Yeah, I be going through that with my daughters.
Every 10 minutes you got to eat.
It won't make sense.
It's not true. Yeah, it's not true. Right. When I go to Puerto Rico, I eat less than I ever ate. I sleep less than I ever sleep, and I have more energy than I ever had when I'm eating less and sleeping less. So we have a misconception for where strength comes from.
Mm-hmm.
True strength comes from God. We might forget that. You think it come from a protein bar? I'll beat your ass. You think it come from a protein shake? Get your ass, get your protein shake drinking ass. Let me teach you. You should have prayed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't where strength comes from. It don't come out of a bottle.
Right.
Speaking of that, I want to ask one last question for me, and with that being said, what you just said about God, do you think that the skills that you have acquired will be the demon?
Come on, Bigga. Come on.
This is serious. Again, let me make it clear. I asked him questions, and I asked any guest on this platform questions that I wrestle with.
Right.
When I was training, and I was and I'm still a fighter, but I don't want to fight. But when I was like that, and I am like that, those are questions I wrestle with. My enemy is demons. Before I came to this show, I wrestled demons to get here. I wrestle demons when I leave here. So I'm asking this brother, because again, I understand him in a different way. He's spiritual in a different way, more than what he's even speaking. So I'm asking him in a spiritual way. Do the skills that you acquire, that you feel that you acquire, can defeat a demon?
That's exactly what they do. He was absolutely right. So if I had to put it in a spiritual sense, in the spiritual realm, and in the terms like you're doing, the demons, the music, the clubs, the girls, the drinking, the gambling, the drugs,
lifestyle,
the life itself, working a 9 to 5 all day long, somebody standing over you telling you what to do and what to think and how to look, and your woman or your mama and your grandmama standing there with their arms crossed, wanting 24/7, just driving you off a ledge, right? When I'm training and acquiring my skills, all of those demons disappear. So yes, I defeat the demons of the world with my skills. The skills that I acquire give me the ability and the confidence and the wherewithal and the self-understanding to halt that bullshit. And when I say stop, everything stop. And when I say go, everything go. And I'm in total control. Total control all the time because I'm practicing all the time.
I love that.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. That's the truth.
That's definitely.
That's how it works. And it takes practice. It just takes practice.
Now, quick question. What is, besides the physical reasons, what other reasons do you go to Puerto Rico to train?
Peace. Peace. Like I said, the demons, they ain't get on the plane. Shit. When I land in Puerto Rico, ain't no Starbucks, ain't no McDonald's, ain't nothing.
Fact.
I'm up in the mountains, ain't nothing
Junca.
but greens and yucca root, and I'm eating plantains and star fruits from the tree, mangoes and,
All fresh.
guanabana. I never say that right. They're gonna laugh. Guanabana, that little weird fruit that got the seeds in it. It's really, really good for you.
Soursop.
Soursop. And we're juicing it every day. I went on a pure liquid diet for 47 days. I'm sorry, for 38 days, I lost 47 pounds to get ready for my fight. It's hot as hell. I'm up in the mountains.
Altitude.
Elevated, yeah.
I'm swimming every day. Salt water.
Heavy
Getting
cardio.
heavy cardio up the mountain, down the mountain. Mount La Pica is 3.5 miles high, 3.5 miles down every day. I wake up in the morning, I make my juice in the juicer, you know what I mean? Mix my vegetables, apples, oranges, ginger, lemon, lime. I drink a solid 18-ounce glass of that. I can go all day. Go all day. I didn't put nothing bad in me, so ain't nothing bad to get out of me. And I'm going all day. I feel good. I'm not sick. I'm not tired. I'm not hungry. You know, you defeat the demons.
You're not bored. You're not
I'm
anxious.
not bored. I'm not anxious. I'm not running. Nobody's running me. Nobody's telling me what to do. Puerto Rico is my happy place. And it's beautiful.
It is.
The people are beautiful. And everybody's nice. They say, hey, campeon, campeon. They happy to see me. Ain't none of this hater stuff and all these mean mugs and none of that.
Right.
None of that.
Very different from Ohio.
Very different. Very different. I was there training for the fight with Quentin Henry through the hurricane. Nobody ain't leave. They ain't care. The hurricane came. When the hurricane left, they came past with sandwiches in the bags and they was picking up trash and everybody was happy and they had the barbecue pits going and the generators was going.
Right.
Nobody even blinked. They
That's
good.
In the islands.
Yeah, they good out there.
I didn't get
We the
scared of
ones-
hurricanes till I came to America.
Yeah, because they scared.
Yeah.
You know, they on the news.
They be like, hurricane's gonna do, oh my God, it's coming, hurricane.
You thinking about retiring there?
Yep.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I'm already in the makings, already in the work. I'm already a staple in the community. They already love me. They already know me at the bank. You know,
That's important. That's important. That's when you've arrived. Yeah, you've arrived.
Yeah, once they know you're in the bank.
You good.
Yeah,
Build your
easy.
businesses, build your empire, raise your kids.
Yeah, raise my kids.
And then
bounce.
man in the mountain.
And then I'll raise my grandkids in Puerto Rico.
From the mountain.
Yeah, right off the beach. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Clean with a mango tree in my yard and coconuts and all the coconut milk you want. And I'm gonna live it up. I already know how this story ends.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you, cousin.
Yes,
Good
sir.
for you, King.
I know how this story ends.
Now I gotta ask, what's your dream matchup for you?
Right now, and it's gonna sound weird because I'm so close. Alan Belcher. I want to be the first ever 3-division champion in bare knuckle history. It's never been done before. I'm a black man. It'll never be done again. You'll never be able to talk about bare knuckle boxing without talking about me. I can walk away with that. My grandkids can be happy with that. You know what I mean? I was in the Applebee's the other day, or Zaxby's, and I saw a picture of Marciano.
Rocky Marciano.
Not Rocky, the other one. There was another one called Rocky Marciago or he was a little guy, 145er, but he was the Police Gazette diamond belt holder back in the 60s or 50s, and I saw it. I got the Police Gazette belt in my garage right now, and I'm looking at the thing like they up here idolizing an 80-year-old bare knuckle boxer. I got the belt. I'm ordering Zaxby's for my kids. I
Right.
got the belt in the garage right now.
Yeah.
Me and my brother right here, we reached out to LL Cool J's. I wanted to present him with the Police Gazette belt because his great grandfather was one of the best bare knuckle boxers in the world.
Oh,
Wow.
At the time, John L. Sullivan held the belt but refused to fight him because he was black. I got the belt now. It says John
Black
L.
man got the
Sullivan
belt
on it.
anyway.
Cool J!
It says
Cool
John
J!
L. Sullivan
We
on
gotta
it.
make this happen. We gotta make this happen.
I was gonna give him the belt. 'Cause they
For Grandpa,
They
Grandpa.
actually ran him out the country. He
Say
just
that again?
refused to fight him. He refused to fight a nigga. He refused to fight a black man. So he never got his shot at the title because John L. Sullivan was, you know, racist.
Right.
And so he had to leave the country to fight. And I got the belt now, 100 years later. It's in my garage right now. I want to give it to LL.
Still trying to do that.
Yeah, we still trying to do that.
All right, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Cool J.
It took 100
We
years,
gonna make
but
this
we got
happen.
it.
We got
It
it.
took 100 years, but we got it.
We got it.
Monumental, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
awesome.
Like,
That's awesome.
Yo,
Wow.
some
that's
things
dope,
being
bro.
done that won't be appreciated for another 100 years. But they done already.
Right.
They done. You know, we done crossed over.
That's
I'm
dope,
really
bro.
sure.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope as
Yeah.
fuck.
All right.
the
So
Mac-
besides Allen, I'm sorry. If you want to add,
No, it's okay.
besides Allen, outside of
Alan Belcher. Oh,
Yeah.
besides Alan Belcher. Yeah.
Truly.
maybe
I'll run it back with you, Helio. I got a loss. So I have a loss. I lost one time to a young Cuban kid named Gustavo Trujillo. And it was only a hard loss to stomach because I don't feel I lost.
Decision?
40 seconds, first round, soon as we touch each other, I throw a punch, he throw a punch, he clipped me with the glove, with not the glove, but the wrap on his arm, ripped my lip open. And the referee stopped the fight as soon as he saw me.
Wow.
He saw a little rip right here on my lip. He looked at me, he didn't count, he did nothing. He just said, fight off, fight off.
That's some bullshit.
Now, the difference in pay between being 11-0 and being 10-1 is enough to make me want to go to his house and knock on the door.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bread. There's a big difference between 11-0 and 10-1.
Right.
And it's hard to close that gap because that L will never go away. But I will whoop his ass, though, just for the culture. If I can get that back,
Right.
I want that back. So actually, this whole dominance thing over all the divisions was because he jumped divisions to avoid a rematch. So I took over all the divisions, so he left the organization. He's not here anymore. You understand what I'm saying? I can't get it, so I'm gonna take the light heavyweight, the cruiserweight, and the heavyweight. So you just out of a job. If you want to fight here, I'm the king.
You got to come back and
You gotta
see.
come back and fight me.
You beat me. Okay, yeah, you won. Yay. I'm the king. Come on back. Come on back. I got
Stop
something
the
for you.
stoppage,
Come on
though.
back.
That's not even.
Doctor,
That's
stop
the
it.
stoppage.
And he running around, bro, and they still, every time I win, somebody on Instagram saying, man, that ass Helio. What about his ass? Where he at? Go to McDonald's and get him. Go get him. Because I'm at work.
Right.
Where the hell is he?
Right.
I'm here every couple of months putting on a show for you. They're like, yeah, but you still won't fight Trujillo. Yes, I will. But he won't fight me. So I had to eat that.
Yeah. That's
I had
right.
to eat that. But I had to learn. I have dragged that one loss with me. I learned how
Stop
to
the
lose.
stoppage. Not the same thing as a loss. Stop the stoppage.
Yeah.
That's someone else deciding that you can't continue.
And I could,
That's
and
not-
this is bare knuckle. You're talking about the most brutal, most nastiest cuts and lacerations and stitches, and they stopped him up for a cut lip. You can't even see a cut lip on me. He cut my lip, and the doctor and the ref stopped the fight. He didn't even ask the doctor.
the ref made the
The
decision.
ref made the
Oh, that's
decision. It was a
nice.
mistake in the early comeuppance of a new organization that couldn't be rectified because there was no unified rules yet.
Right.
So even when I challenged it, they was like, well, we don't even know how to fix that. It was a mistake, but we don't know how to fix it. So I'm dragging this L around, and everybody keep asking me. One of the most Googled things on the internet is, who did Lorenzo Hunt lose to? They some haters. They some haters, man.
I don't understand how he could win based off of a split lip. I don't
Well,
understand.
Well, if I had
The
100,
fight stopped
if I had 100 grand on the fight, and, and you got a split
That
lip,
part,
and
that part.
I could keep,
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
make that money.
Yeah. They just called a fight, and it was so sad. It was the first round. We hadn't touched each other. He hadn't touched me. I hadn't touched him. We went around each other a little bit. I mapped his speed a little bit. I turned the corner. I thought I had him. I pulled him in. I went in for the kill. He kind of did like this, like I scared him, and that was it.
Just from the flinch.
Just from the flinch.
Wow.
And just wham! It just ripped my lip, whipped it right open. I fell. I got up, and I was like, and the ref was like, I'm like, no, I'm okay. Nah, he just stopped my fight.
You think the ref was paid?
I don't want to say that, but then I can't say I'm still working with these people.
Right.
This actually was the ref in my last fight.
Right.
Andy Glenn's still here. He's still grinding. So,
or maybe he just got better at his
I
job.
believe, now personally, what I believe is that in the beginning, bare knuckle was new and everybody was new to it. So even the refs coming from boxing or see an injury like that, you can scare them. You can scare anybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So boom, the ref looked at me. He like, oh shit, he's cut. Oh no, stop the fight. He needs help. And then they like, no, you shouldn't stop it. Well, you can't unstop it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just learned that day that you can scare the ref. Mm-hmm. And now sometimes I move in a way specifically to scare the shit out the ref. You know what I mean? Like, stop this shit. He gonna kill him. The ref be like, it's over. Let me get my money.
Right there.
I just learned and I just evolved. I just learned and I just used it to evolve. And now I'm unstoppable. Juggernaut.
Listen, man, I don't know where to go from there.
All right, so I want to ask.
To the bank.
I want to ask because I know, well, shout out to Newell because Newell is, who helped get Juggernaut here.
Sir.
So what's you guys' relationship?
Bro, we met at an MMA fight. I always do show love to the MMA promotions throughout the towns, and he was sponsoring an MMA fight down there.
Flex fights.
Yeah, Flex Fights, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he just so happened to be down there doing his thing, and everybody was pointing me to him, and everybody was pointing him to me. Mm-hmm. And we walking around, I move like a big dog, and he moving like a big dog, and everybody like, Jimmy, have you ever met him? Have you ever met him? And they all pointed at me like, hey, have you ever met him? Right. And then when we linked up, it's been a rap ever since. He liked my energy, I like his.
Shout out to my guy, New.
With me. Yeah, it's been
got
years
the hardest beats in the game.
It's been some years
I
now.
might not know, but if you do, you know.
Yeah, it's been some years now. And he kind of been rocking. I put his name for the brand over all my stuff. We got these amazing jackets like this, the Juggernaut edition.
First guy, this jacket, Juggernaut like jacket.
Talk up because you got no money.
All right, so we got his own jacket, the Juggernaut like jacket. We only making 500.
Yeah.
Only 5, and it's really black and gold. You know what I mean? So if you watch this fight, it's only a black and gold. Only 500 gonna be made because,
I respect you, brother, but I gotta ask one question. Where is his jacket, my jacket, and
That's
his
right.
jacket?
That was 4 questions.
look, that's
3 questions.
Where's our jacket?
All right, let's make it one question. Where is the extending calf jacket?
Where's MECC? Gat? Yo,
Mind you, Cass,
we got you.
he just said our jacket is coming.
Yo, what's your size? What's your size, bigger?
I'm wearing a 4X.
Yeah.
When I get his jacket, I will say thumbs up. But right now, where's our jacket?
Yeah, that's a fact. I ain't mad at that. Champ, you gotta stop doing shit like that.
Not supposed to be.
Yo, she ain't even gonna do that.
Yeah, but
But still,
You gotta come with it for everybody, bro.
See, I tried to take both of them so y'all wouldn't feel it.
The man said Voltron earlier.
Bigger.
We can't be Voltron if we all don't connect.
Bigger. I respect that.
You came here with other jackets that we don't have
That's
either.
right,
So I'm not even listening to what you got to say either.
trying to take
Yo, matter of fact,
You came here with my expert opinion jacket.
Because there's only 3 left.
MECC, you got in my
Yo, since we talking about jackets,
You got in my
since we talking about jackets, since we talking about jackets, yo, where's my bigger world jacket? 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 I've been one of the bigger world jackets.
Hold on.
Guys, it's crazy.
Hold on, man.
Just
Big
love.
always barking on me and shit. Hold on, man. He always barking on me, man. I love you, bigger. It's all love. But we was in DC, and how many jackets was left in that Zara?
Nah, it was only 3.
Got you.
Of that color.
But we found more online, and I was like, yo, get for everybody else. And he was like, nah, fuck that.
I'm already making it. Niggas be pressing the shit out of me, man.
They online though, champ.
Yo.
They online though, champ.
Legit went around the whole room. Becca, do you have a jacket? God, do you have a jacket? I know I don't have a jacket.
That's real.
You've been thinking about that a while.
And when we get the jackets, will we able to get tickets to the next event?
So listen, just recently found out that the next show live will be in Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
And if that's the case, bro, y'all definitely getting VIP tickets to come see me fight.
Lit.
He said it.
Sit on camera.
I'm the double world champ. You will be in
we'll
VIP
be
in
We'll
Jacksonville, Florida. When BKFC comes to Jacksonville.
We did.
I done put in a lot of work.
You send
It's
us
the
those
only
tickets, we
door that's left.
Yeah.
It's the only door that's left.
Right.
We'll be right
Juggernaut, fighting at home, defending his multiple belts.
there. We'll be there.
Awesome.
So,
All right. Anything you want to say to the fans?
just go onto my website. It's www.juggernauthunt.com. I got plenty of content on there. I actually do a charity thing for the National Alliance to End Veteran Suicide. I've been doing it for years, been carrying that banner to just bring awareness to the fact that we got heroes out here just sacrificing themselves, putting themselves out on the front lines for us. And so when they come home, we need to put ourselves out there for them a little bit, or else we won't have no heroes.
Right.
So that's my thing. I carry that around, not just being a champion as a big, bad, tough guy, big, bad wolf. But I carry that banner everywhere I go, and I just bring awareness to that fact that people need to give back to the people who sacrifice the most, And then, my gym in Jacksonville, the kids is gonna be a big factor in my continued evolution. Management, Juggernaut Life LLC, Nuo Ikikata with the branding that they doing up here in New York. I would love to fight up here in New York one day. Go onto the BK TV app, go on BKFC on your app, download it, check it out. I'm the double world champ, the most vicious, most impressive knockouts you ever gonna see anywhere. The app is $4.99. It ain't $49.99. It's $4.99, and you get to watch high level combat sports. If you liked MMA, if you liked wrestling, if you liked boxing, you will like this. Period.
Right.
Period. Point blank. You're gonna like bare knuckle boxing.
Right.
You're gonna like bare knuckle fighting. Period.
Do they allow gambling?
Oh yeah. It's actually in there with the app. When you download it, it's called DraftKings. You'll see how they do the.
Oh, DraftKings.
Yeah.
DraftKings.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
see how they
dope.
you can see how they do all the stats and all. You can see it all. And the odds, you can make some money too. You won't make a lot of money betting on me because they got the odds like. I done jacked that up. They not taking no chances against me. They know I'll pull it out. They know I know how to pull it off.
Right.
But everybody else, it's a good chance that you might make some money.
You know that you're great
Yes.
when people show up to see you lose.
He's the Mayweather of bare knuckle.
That's my whole point.
Yeah.
Mayweather got the fans that Mayweather got the numbers he got, not because people wanted to see him win. They wanted to see him lose. Because it was something that they'd never seen before.
Here's something for you that's really weird. Can you be so good that you give the people who want to see you lose a little bit, just to take it back from them at the last At the end of the fight, everybody leaves happy. They be like, man, he did so good.
Yeah.
Even my opponent, my last 3 opponents, they're like, man, I really thought I had you. I'm like, yeah, you did. That means I did good. That means everybody won a little bit. You never had It never had me.
On behalf of the crew and everybody here, I wish you much success. And God lay his hands of protection around you and keep you safe from those that would scheme to cheat you out of what you work hard for.
As he always has.
Continually. And I can't wait to see the next fight.
Thank you.
We got Juggernaut, girl! Juggernaut, oh! Yeah!
This hot for trap
turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf.